welcome everyone to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dope. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Offense gets set for second down. He'll keep it himself. Look out, he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. On top of it, and a first disaster.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a one.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the D deny them on second and goal. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
The RPO, it's complete. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Williams. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to keep it in the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Nebraska is getting smoked. And even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 14 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Creates a little room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Alchuk. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Knowles! A great catch and run for 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he goes out of bounds at the end of the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Now improvising. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And the defense makes a big play, and you can see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw at Stockton. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Shake, another broken tackle. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Caught in the backfield, it's McCray. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's going for a big play downfield. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming out of the paint.
Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Webster. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion on the out. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On the ready. They'll run the option. He has the first and still on his feet. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here we go. To the air on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
So now it's second and long. Using his legs, it's McCray. Runs through a tackle. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The pitch. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! Great job by the back on the option.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw at Stockton. Going deep. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the Knowles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off.